Are you a new business owner looking for tax write-offs? Well, look no further. In this video today, we're going to go over tax write-offs for new business owners. Maybe you're someone who got started last year in 2020 during the pandemic. Maybe you're someone who pulled open your laptop and started doing day trading. Or maybe you're someone who's selling plants or flyers offline. Doesn't matter what your business is. Today, we're going to learn over the write-offs for new business owners. Let's get started. Most times as a new business owner, we think that the most important thing is getting our website set up, making sure that our profile and Instagram and Facebook page is all viewable and that we have a logo. But really, what really matters to business owners is that they're actually saving money on the income that they're earning. And that revolves around you having the correct business structure.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
And one of the things that we're going to talk about first in this video is what type of business structure we need to have in order to take write-offs, and then how to go about taking write-offs now that we are a business owner. So let's jump in. Number one, before we can determine what type of business structure that we need to set up, we first have to realize how to take deductions as a business owner. We have certain costs getting started with business. Maybe you hired a coach, maybe you're paying for courses online, or maybe you're just paying for marketing and certain supplies as you get ready to prepare your products and services. Well, if this is you, then you have startup costs and organizational costs, and you need to track these deductions even if you haven't made any money inside of your business. Here's the reason why. Part of the reason why you want to track your deductions even if you're not profitable yet is because the IRS allows you to write off up to $5,000 in your first year of business as startup costs and organizational costs. So even though I'm spending my money on online courses or I'm spending my money on laptops, iPads, and things of that nature for my business, I'm still able to deduct those expenses even though I haven't made any dollars yet.
Hell yeah!
So what happens if you spend more than $5,000? Well, if you happen to spend more than $5,000, you're still able to take a deduction for your business expenses. They're considered amortized expenses. So they're now written off over the course of 180 months. So until your business is considered operational, you're not able to take 100% of your expenses. You're limited at $5,000. So we need to make sure that we're taking all of our startup costs and all of our organizational costs. Number two, as a new business owner, you have the ability to write off your laptop and your equipment. I know that most of my new business owners are spending a lot of their time at Best Buy, online on Amazon, and they're purchasing products and equipments to get their business started. When I was starting out in my first business, one of the first things that I bought was a MacBook Pro. And then immediately after the MacBook Pro, I spent money buying a Sony camera. And then from there, I got myself a microphone. And then I started spending money on websites and tons of different subscriptions because I really wanted to get this business to grow. Well, as I was spending money, I realized that all of these items that I was spending money on became business purchases for me. They were no longer considered personal. And even items that I had, such as my lights inside of my office or my desk, became business items that I could write off through my business.
Okay.
So what became really important to me was making sure that anything I was spending my money on, especially new equipment, was being written off through my business, but also any items that I already had pre-existing, such as my desk, that I was placing inside of my business and not just leaving those items outside of it. So it's so important, guys, that you're making sure that you're accounting for all of your equipment and that you're taking those write-offs because they're deductible in the first year of business. Number three, taking your meals. Chances are that you might be going out to talk about your ideas or products or services with customers or with people who are going to help get you those ideas, products, or services to your customers' hands. And if you're doing this and having meals over these types of lunches or dinners, you're able to deduct 100% of your meals in the year of 2021. As a part of the tax relief bill that was implemented by the Trump administration as well as the Biden administration, they updated the laws around meals. And one of the laws that they've updated is stating that if you're a business owner and you choose to conduct business in a restaurant or if you're ordering food, your business meals that are categorized as business are now 100% deductible. which means you can write off those meals that you're choosing to go out and eat with new business clients, or if you're meeting with a mentor and you're discussing business, that becomes a business meal if it's in the pursuit of income. So as a new business owner, not only do we want to track our startup costs and organizational costs, our equipment, but we also want to track our business meals since the government is giving us this deduction of 100%. Number 4, writing off your vehicle. If you're a new business owner, chances are that you have a vehicle that you've already had that you would like to place in your business, or you might be in a position where you need a new vehicle and this is an opportunity for you to take a write-off. So let's go over it. For vehicles, there's 2 different ways in which you can go about taking a vehicle write-off. You can choose to depreciate your vehicle, which means whatever your purchase amount is of your car, you get to write it off over the course of 5 years. Or you can choose to take mileage. If you're someone who's driving all the time, you get 57.5 cents for every single mile you drive. In most cases, we have clients who depreciate their vehicles. And the reason why is because they want to write off the purchase amount that they spent for purchasing the car, but they also want to write off the utilities of the car. The gas that they're putting in, the tires, maybe the car washes. When you're depreciating your vehicle, you're also able to write off the expenses associated with that vehicle. Also, if you have a leased vehicle, you're able to write off a leased vehicle's car payments through the business. Just know that when you're leasing a vehicle, you aren't able to take the depreciation deduction.
That's all you had to say.
When it comes to new vehicles, you might want to look at purchasing a vehicle that weighs over 6,000 pounds. Code section 179 allows for business owners who are placing a vehicle in business purpose over 50% to be able to deduct the entire purchase price of the vehicle, whether financed or not, in the year that they purchased the car. What this means is if you're someone who's in the need of a new vehicle, you can purchase a new vehicle underneath your business and write off 100% of your vehicle's purchase amount, whether you put a down payment on the car or if you paid cash.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
In this situation, you're placing your business in a better position to reduce its taxes. And if you are, in return, you could end up with more money that you weren't expecting to receive that you can fund back into your business to earn more income. When you're thinking about growing a business, one of the most important things is how you can leverage some of the things that you're already spending your money on. And if you are already in the need of a new vehicle, one of the ways you can serve yourself is by getting a vehicle that's over 6,000 pounds, knowing that you can write off the entire purchase amount, whether you finance the vehicle or not. That's directly putting you in a better position financially. It's going to reduce your taxes and possibly even give you a refund depending on your particular situation. And strategy number 5 is placing your children on payroll. When your business starts to make enough income where it makes sense to think about hiring even yourself, you can also think to hire your children through your business. You see, your business gets a deduction when you place yourself on payroll, which means it will also get a deduction when you place your children on payroll. But the thing is if we're placing our children on payroll, do we actually want to pay them? And do we want to pay payroll taxes?
I'm so damn confused.
Probably not. But the cool part about placing your children on payroll is you can pay them up to the standard deduction amount, which is $12,400. And if it's underneath a sole proprietorship or an LLC, there's no requirements to run payroll for the child, which means no payroll taxes have to be paid. And since we're only paying our children up to the standard deduction amount, they don't have a filing requirement because the IRS states anything in excess of the standard deduction amount, you have a filing requirement. By simply understanding payroll and how this works, we can place our children on payroll immediately and start reaping the benefits of having family. Not to mention, if we want to take it a step further and truly build wealth in the right way, you would take the appropriate steps to open up a Roth IRA for your children and start funneling some tax-free dollars into their IRAs today. And part of the reason why you would want to do this is because your children being on payroll is already giving your business a deduction. So we might as well use some of that income and actually put it into a Roth IRA and grow some tax-free dollars for our children right now. And they will thank you later, and believe you me, you would have wished that your parents had done that for you as well. So take control and let's make sure that we're leveraging this new business the right way. If you guys like this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe so I can make more videos like this. And if you're someone who's looking to get your business set up in the correct way, feel free to visit my other videos where I talk on 5 mistakes with LLCs and how to transition from an LLC to an S corporation. I look forward to chatting with you soon.